EPAWA meteorologist Bobby Martins here with your outlook for August 8th, 2024. It is Thursday, and the Thursday video forecast is proudly sponsored by Kleckner & Sons Appliances. Family-owned and operated, Kleckner & Sons have been serving the greater Lehigh Valley region since 1945. Kleckner & Sons are here to serve your appliance needs at two convenient locations in the Lehigh Valley, 2177 MacArthur Road in Whitehall and 575 Chestnut Street in Emmaus. The leader in sales and service prides itself in providing outstanding continuous customer service from the moment the customer steps through the door. Kleckner's provides a wide range of name brand appliances and parts to target all of your appliance needs. They also offer professional delivery and installation options, as well as repair services performed by in-house qualified technicians. From kitchen renovations to small specialty appliances to a new laundry pair, Kleckner's has you covered. For more information or inquiries, please contact one of their showroom locations or check out their website at klecknerandsons.com, or you can give them a call. The phone number above me here in the video is 610-433-4202. Experience a small business difference for yourself. Shop at Kleckner & Sons Appliances, proud sponsor of the Thursday video forecast. So at the time I'm recording this video, I always record these videos kind of, we're pretty close to midnight, or just before. It's actually pretty late at night. And the time where I'm recording this video is just about to make landfall just southwest of Myrtle Beach in South Carolina. This is a 60-mile-per-hour tropical storm, and it is going to be moving across South Carolina, North Carolina, Virginia. And once it gets to Northern Virginia, I think we have a transition from tropical to post-tropical. It's going to become a depression over North Carolina, Virginia, and then it's going to become post-tropical. What that means is that we're going from a warm core system, which is a tropical system, into a cold core system, and basically a regular low pressure at that point, because that's what a cold core system is. It's a low pressure system. So it's no longer going to exhibit tropical characteristics. There is going to be some tornadoes involved with this on the eastern side, in this area right in here, on the eastern flank of this, as this moves up here like this, okay? Down south, I think the tornado threat is legit. Here in our area, it's a non-zero chance on the southeastern portion of this storm, but it is not that great, okay? So I don't want to get excited to thinking that we're going to have tornadoes here on Friday when this comes up here and gives us some remnant rainfall. But before we get to that, I did want to move this forward just to see where the track is. Again, it's going over North Carolina, western North Carolina, in fact. Western Virginia, not West Virginia, but Western Virginia. And then it's going to go over basically west central Pennsylvania, just west of the Appalachians. We're looking at places like Johnstown, Altoona, and then it makes up run up toward just east of Bradford. It's going to get up in Tioga County as far as the center point of where that low pressure tracks. And then it's going to move off into New England after that. And I'll tell you right now, this is going to be out pretty quickly. I posted this on Twitter this evening. If you're not following me on Twitter, man, I can't see it. I thought I was be on here. So this part right here where it says no rain whatsoever for the weekend. That's the biggest takeaway from my Twitter post there. The top part's getting cut off, but you get the idea. This entire weekend's going to be fantastic. It might be the most fantastic weekend of summer. That's right. I said that's right. Saturday's clear too all day. Might be the best weekend of summer, in fact. And I really think that this weekend is going to be stellar. This is going to be out of here well before Saturday starts, so this weekend is going to be great. Low humidity, temperatures on either side of 80 degrees is going to be fantastic. Okay, fantastic. Might be the pick of the summer. So this is going to move through here mainly Friday afternoon, Friday evening, part of Friday night, not all of Friday night, but part of it. Maybe it goes to about 12 to 2 a.m., and then it's out of here. That's it. It's gone. Okay. Here's total precipitation here on the European model, and the focus here, the biggest takeaway from this is what's been happening recently is the biggest corridor of heavy rain from Debby specifically, and this is just considering Debby. This is a 24-hour rainfall for Friday, and that's it, okay? Doesn't include anything that happened yesterday. Doesn't include anything that's going to happen today, which I'll get into in a second. This is just from Debby. Look, a lot of 2 to 3 inch rain amounts within those two lines that I drew across the image. The further southeast you go, it's less. It drops off. It drops off considerably, in fact. So areas like places like from the Lehigh Valley up to far northwestern New Jersey down to Lancaster, you're looking at between 3/4 of an inch to an inch of rain just from Debby, and that is going to be on Friday. There could be some showers. There are going to be showers before that on Thursday, again, which I'll get into a second. But on Friday itself, the further southeast you go, it keeps stepping down. We get into New Jersey here, much of eastern New Jersey, Delaware, and coastal New Jersey. We're looking at generally between anywhere between 0.35 and 0.75 maybe. Okay, so it's not a lot of rain that we're dealing with here. The biggest takeaway here from today's model runs, which is pretty much locking in at this point, is that between here and here, between those two lines, you're going to have between 2 and 3 inches of rain from this. Not 8, 9, 10, 12 inches of rain, whatever people were trying to speak earlier in the week, which was complete BS. Okay? This is why we waited to give projections, because I mean, there's no sense in me sitting here on a Sunday or a Monday trying to give you rain totals and thinking I know where this is going, when there's going to be some fluctuations in track, which dictates, what's going to happen downstream. Now, because it's taking this track a little further northwest, and by the way, the GFS has something very similar that the European model has. It's not much different. The heaviest axis out here in central PA, and that's it. But because it's taking this track that's a little bit further to the north and west of our region, we will have a southeasterly wind component coming in here, because the low pressure is sitting right here, right? And aloft, the wind direction is from the south-southwest. So there's a little bit of a veering wind there. So they do have, the Storm Prediction Center does have a marginal risk for severe weather in these areas right here on the southeastern part of that track. I have no problem with the marginal risk, because that's basically conveying the message that it is a non-zero chance for a tornado, but it's probably not happening, okay? Very slight chance, about a 2% chance for that to occur. 2% is not very high. It's a non-zero chance, so it's not impossible, but I really don't think this is going to be a big issue across our region specifically. Here's the NAM high-res future simulated radar for today, starting off at 8 o'clock in the morning, moving this forward. There's going to be scattered showers as a warm front moves northward through the region today. Much like last evening, if you're in the Lehigh Valley specifically, we had some... I was at Music Fest last night, okay? So I know how this played out. We had just training showers over the same area. It wasn't exactly heavy necessarily, light to moderate, but it was just pesky. It was annoying. It just kind of lingered. And that's kind of what we're going to be dealing with today. Just a lot of pesky showers here moving through. And that's pretty much any time throughout the entire day, as this warm front, which was the cold front that moved through a couple days ago, is now moving back northward as a warm front, being forced northward by Debby, which is coming into the picture here as we get into the overnight tonight. This is it here. This is Debby. This is the remnants of Debby at this point. It's post-tropical, but it is the remnants nevertheless. So there'll be some spotty showers that go through the day today, through the overnight, and they're going to be intermittent light showers, nothing really crazy, no thunderstorms involved with this, so no lightning, and that means Music Fest will go on again on Thursday without any problems. Here is the bulk of that precipitation. Look where it's going. This is a place like Johnstown, Altoona, west of State College. Actually going to come into State College, Lock Haven, Williamsport. Those places are going to get hit a little bit harder with the rain here on Friday. This is looking at noon on Friday, and it's going to spread it into western portions of our coverage area out here in central PA during the course of the afternoon. This is 3 o'clock, and you can see places like Williamsport, Lock Haven, Selinsgrove, even maybe just around or just northwest of Harrisburg is starting to get into some heavier rain. And then this is going to translate off into northeast PA as we get into the late afternoon or early evening with the heaviest, which is sitting right up here. But further south, you can almost have like, since this is a post-tropical system, the low pressure at this point is sitting here. You have a cold front, so to speak, kind of like a pseudo cold front situated with this, situated like that. That's going to be moving off in this direction. Along that boundary, there is the opportunity for a brief spin up. I wouldn't bank on it. Again, the chances are very low. It's a non-zero chance, but it is possible that you can get a very weak EF0 type tornado that spins along this line. It's not impossible, but not likely, okay? And then we go through the course of the evening. We have some scattered showers and perhaps some thunderstorms here through the course of the evening, and then we get to this is 1 o'clock in the morning. 1 o'clock in the morning. Look where the back edge is, right here. So this is moving out in this direction, and this is already out of here. So what does that mean when we get to Saturday? Nothing. Nothing. Great weekend coming up here for both Saturday and Sunday, it looks like. And this is great news for our interest for the weekend. If you you had to work all week, you're probably like, who cares? I was working all week. I don't care what it does during the week, right? When I get to the weekend, it's my time off. I want to enjoy it. This is your weekend, and it's not only going to be a delightful weekend as far as temperatures, but humidity is going to be in check this weekend. Winds are out of the west, so it's not like we're dealing with southerly or southwesterly winds are bringing that heat and humidity. We don't have that this weekend. It's going to be pretty nice. Probably one of the best weekends of the summer, as I said before. Now we will have on Friday, as this excuse me, as this low pressure moves by, we will have some increase in wind. But is it going to be 15 to 25, maybe some peak gusts 30 to 35 at worst, but it's going to be for a very short time, most likely during the afternoon on Friday into early evening, and that moves away. So the wind is not going to be a big issue with this either. Slightly increased when that front moves through that I showed you here in the simulated radar, but that's it. And then after that, we get to Saturday. A little breezy on Saturday, but again, it's going to be delightful here on Saturday. And then, of course, we have a lot of sun to deal with on Saturday, so it's going to be a good day to be outdoors, both Saturday and Sunday. If you want to nitpick and say what the better of the two weekend days is going to be, it's going to be Sunday, because you're not going to have the wind at all on Sunday. Nothing. No wind on Sunday at all, and mostly sunny skies. So either way, it looks like a really nice stretch coming here after this weekend as well. As we get into early next week, we're looking at mostly sunny skies here on Monday, which is right here, and mostly partly cloudy skies on Tuesday, because we have a system off to our south that we have to keep an eye on. But it looks like it's going to stay off to the south, and that's it. And then mostly sunny skies here to round out the 7-day forecast period on Wednesday. So we're going to be able to dry out whatever we had here. Much needed rainfall. We definitely needed it. Okay, I know some of you are like, well, it's bad timing with Music Fest. It's bad timing with this, that, and the other thing. We needed the rain. We certainly did. So we'll take it. We're going to be drying out for several days, going through at least the middle of next week, and actually it probably continues through at least late next week. Nothing really showing here in the later period either, but we'll get into that next week as we come back for the videos next week. I'm EPAWA meteorologist Bobby Martrich. That is your outlook for August 8th, 2024. Have a great Thursday.